We saw Wario now with the Sephiroth. We're seeing a lot of variety of players, but it's also nice to see that there is some stability with Palutena. It's like Palutena is where you feel like you can always count on it. It's the old reliable. And I gotta say, it's good to see how things can still stay the same.
Let's go, top 8 qualifiers. So Blender and Khrados versus Shadow PR and Lima.
Interesting. I think I'm actually been sleeping on how effective side B would be for Bayonetta in doubles. Considering how like it's a good approach, has a lot of big hitbox, and kind of it can't be really interrupted unless you're predicting with a Palutena back air. So we're gonna have to watch out. Yellow team has to watch out for Bayonetta side Bs.
Early percent's already racked up to Khrados and Blender, so they're doing a really good job of being very evasive. Team Red is actually trying to get the juggles onto Bayonetta this time as they continue to edge guard Shadow PR on the side.
Another thing that they have to watch out is they have been kind of aggressive trying to get some like ledge traps, and Shadow has been literally, as he recovers, he hits with an aerial. So they have to be careful with not overcommitting on the ledge defense. So it has to come down to being careful how much they're attacking.
Down tilt done by Shadow PR is actually going to strike first blood for the red team. High percent on both Bayo and on Palutena from the other side as Blender loses their stock that time. Look at the combinations done by Lima too.
That is some research investigation punish right there. Considering that they knew that the up Twitch switch can pop up into the explosive flame. It kind of seems that have they teamed before? I don't know if they have, but it definitely seems that they're familiar with all this stuff.
Well, Texas Smash is actually a really big scene. Lima would definitely, if not from there, definitely actually manages to get some more experience. Explosive Flames actually coming out this time, trying to get the Peach out of the corner as they continue to actually rack up some more damage. Striking first blood on the red team with Bayo losing that stock.
It's looking kind of tough. Like that, Lima entered with invincibility, and they kind of tried to hit Lima. I feel like they're very concerned with just like getting hits in, rather than just like making sure that you're playing as a position. Because as of right now, they're getting split up consistently in this first game, and that's getting them hit a lot. So they need to stick together. I think the plan of the game now is to stick together as much as possible.
Yeah, striking again, eliminating that stock. So red team with a big percentage lead this time. 2 stocks apiece for everybody. Shield break, but actually manages to defend as much as possible. Up smashes and forward smashes galore as we have a 1-stock situation for both Blender and Khrados.
I think Blender expected a forward throw there, doing a preemptive up smash, but I think right there Khrados was trying to think for a throw punish, getting the extra percent. Wasn't really looking ahead of that for the moment. And getting those KOs back to back, Red is looking real comfortable.
Over 100% now onto the Palutena from Team Red. The Shadow PR and Lima are actually getting separated a lot more, like you mentioned. So could be a problem in the long term as we see Bayo actually losing that stock. But mid percents for Team Yellow, nothing to scoff at as of right now.
I'm looking at Lima use the side B, and he's just barreling through. There's not much that can really stop him from doing that, and especially if he has both opponents on the side, right next to each other, he can just probably hit both of them, and then has a follow-up with that side B. So Bayonetta, pretty good team character if you're considering changing it for Dub's character.
Actually gonna go for rapid jabs, just holding the shield a little more, not to get hit by those slaps in the face. Explosive Flame is going to connect that time. So 2v1 scenario, down tilt gonna be the name of the game. So first stock lost with a down tilt, last stock lost with a down tilt as well. Team Red takes it.
You know, it was looking really tough there, because there was like the time where Khrados thought that he had a KO stock, and he got in with a shield break, and he immediately went straight to get the KO on Shadow, and he got F-smashed by Lima. And then after that, like Shadow didn't get hit, he got saved, and then they got a KO on Blender. So there was a good opportunity for Blender and for Khrados, but it just didn't happen. So there is a good chance they have to tighten up stick together, and just you have to be aware of the side B. The side B is doing a lot. Bayo side B, the afterburner kick is something you're gonna have to start a little bit shielding a little bit more, and maybe when they start realizing that, you have to just capitalize on that.
Yeah, they're doing a really good job of staying together towards the end, and that's going to be definitely the formula for success instead of forcing the 1v1 scenarios in doubles, because Lima and Shadow PR, respectively, could be a little better when it comes to individual play, but teamwork-wise, let's see what's going to happen.
Blender there was able to get a quick punish on that side B, down her nair into another whirlwind of nairs, but even then, it was a very good reaction, and Blender looking real clean.
Actually responding back with Palutena up air into the witch twist into combinations. So good teamwork done by Shadow and Lima.
Lima trying to do some call-outs here with the S-Smash. He does know when Khrados wants to enter, but just pulled on the S-Smash a little bit too soon. And Khrados getting a KO on Shadow.
Blender responding back as well, so that's 2 stocks taken very rapidly, but now we have another one actually taken away from the yellow team. Trying to respond back with the witch twist and actually getting into the recovery right as the backer hits.
That was a great call out of the teleportation. Like, in terms of, like, you can kind of predict where the teleporter will pop out, but that was just a big call out. Getting a nice KO, bringing it back to even, and now all they have to do is just kind of, like, return it back to thing. Get that damage in, and, I'm noticing that Lima hasn't been able to get a lot of side Bs in this game. There's the first one. That is, I think, the first one that he's been able to get with a follow-up.
Most of the side specials that he has been able to do have definitely been in the air to set up the aerial combos that we know that Bayo loves and adores, right? So they need to start getting some more ground movement as interceptions are going to be coming out. Palutena safely recovers onto the ledge, so they need to be careful because Yellow is actually building up a really good wall.
This is looking real good. Ooh! And the throw was sent forward rather than backwards, and that let Shadow get a free KO on Khrados. That might be the thing that turns this game on. Yellow was looking real good, keeping them on the ledge, on the stage outside.
Responding back very quickly right at the beginning of the game, taking 2. And explosive flames are going to come out from both sides, losing the stocks so rapidly. But Blender being the tank for this time.
I think Blender really, I've noticed that he's really quick to adapt, to start changing what attacks is working. Earlier, Shadow was trying to put some pressure with his neutraler, and he just stuffed it.
Send him sky high. 1, 2, 3. That is definitely an early kill. Responding one more time, and it is a 2v1 scenario. Blender is alone.
And considering that you're looking at a Palu mirror, if it was a 1v1, but also you have to deal with a Bayonetta on your back, ready to backstab you at any given moment, ooh, I wouldn't want to be in this rock and a hard place.
Especially since Palutena had that multi-hit nair or up air. It's going to be pretty easy to combo if you are the goddess of Kid Icarus.
Blender trying to get behind Lima and immediately gets chased with an afterburner kick. It's tough. It's tough. Even tougher. Oof.
Connecting with one of those side specials right into the sweet spot back here, taking away that last stock. So advancing into top 8. Going to be Lima and Shadow PR.
Damn. Ow.
Really good.
I've seen some tough 2v1 situations, and a lot of them look like, man, I don't know what to do. That was the definition, I don't know what to do.
They were getting hit everywhere.
And then
full circle.
It was like that thing where he was in between both Shadow and Lima, and then when he tried, as soon as he got behind Lima, Lima just side B.